Hello, warriors. Welcome to the U movement. I am B. It has just gone about 5 o'clock in the morning. I have been up all night doing a lot of healing work. When spirit wants you awake, it will wake you up and it will put you to sleep when is convenient for Kundalini. I long ago surrendered any sense of sleep schedule and understood that at some stages I'm going to be sleeping and at other stages I'm not. So I mentioned in yesterday's video that I have been coping with these intense energies that have been coming in and purging a lot. It's really almost felt like another visitation into dark night of the soul over the last 5-6 days. And how I've been coping, since I don't have any coping strategies, which I used to have loads of. And when you get rid of all of your coping strategies, you have to find new ones to manage, because when emotions arise and you're dealing with difficult stuff, you need to find ways to ground yourself. So what I've been doing is a lot of yin yoga. I mean, a lot. 3 hours-ish or more sometimes per day of yin yoga with Cassandra. I have a yin yoga playlist. All of the classes in that I have done, so I gave it the thumbs up, and you can just hop onto that playlist if you're trying to find some. Otherwise, do a search for yin yoga with Cassandra. And only yin, no other yogas. No, because yin is passive, it's feminine, and it's restorative. So as you know, when I started my awakening, my body was in a really bad way. And I had a lot of physical pain, a lot of immobility issues. Sitting for any length of time was very difficult, which is why doing Reiki on clients was getting increasingly more and more difficult. The most I could see in a day was 3, maybe 4 I could squeeze in, and by the end of it, I'd be just mangled and have to go have like a really hot bath. And how I used to cope, before my awakening began, was a lot of rest, which was probably the wrong thing to do, and a lot of pain pills, which also was probably the wrong thing to do. And, I was so apathetic and giving up and waving the white flag on life back in 2018, 2019, until I got so ill that I got my wake-up call, which was save myself. So when I started the process of saving myself and saving my body and trying to cure the diabetes and trying to lose the weight, I dramatically altered my diet, as you know, and moved into an anti-inflammatory diet, a very, very strict functional eating diet. I have lots of videos on that. If you have any questions, of course, specifically, feel free to reach out and I can do a video on that. And then I also started my aligned walking to get my structure back into alignment, because I had a hunch in my back, who wants a hunch? I had a buffalo hump that they said was incurable. Well, I proved them wrong. I've cured that. My back is in incredible posture in the top bit of it. But the process in healing my body has been a long and arduous, dedicated daily process of working on the body, of doing healing work within the body. And that includes, as I said, the aligned walking to get the physical structure and then get the muscles back in combination with yin yoga. But then there is all the physical pain to deal with, because when you are healing your body, it hurts. It hurts to stretch things back to where they belong. It hurts to engage muscles that have been long forgotten about. And so I started the process of trigger point therapy, and this is my favorite little softball here. My softball has seen me through many a night. So I was woken up last night at about 1:30 in the morning, and my low back is still having issues. And with the amount of yoga that I was doing, my thighs and IT bands were feeling a little bit like ow. So I woke up, I put on my audiobook, and proceeded to do about an hour and a half of trigger point massage therapy, getting into the muscles. Certain muscles led to some nice purges, as the pain that you experience can be intense. And because of this and what I was doing last night, and then because I had done so much, okay, so hopping around here, because I had done so much work on the body with yoga and then the trigger point, I then also had myself a sauna to help detoxify. I have one of those, I purchased one of those infrared sleeping bags that you can get in and just lie in your bed and sweat it out. Because when you do a lot of work on the muscles, you're releasing not only the emotional stuff that's lodged in there, all the trauma, because this is the basis of my my healing work, is understanding that the muscles hold the trauma. I want to get rid of the trauma. So I do a lot of muscle work, and that releases the trauma. It also releases a whole bunch of toxins in your body. So detoxification on your healing journey has to be kind of built into the program. So a lot of water, filtered water, preferably with lemons or limes in it, is my standard throughout the day, as well as a lot of herbal teas is what I drink. That's all that I drink. And on top of that, sweating, because you need to, when you purge, you need to purge in every way, shape, or form. You throughout your awakening, you'll find yourself purging out of all the orifices at some stage. So you can purge via your crying, purge via urination, and if you're going through the, detoxifying the urinary tract, cranberry juice. I should add, I do drink a lot of cranberry juice. That's pure cranberry juice, not that sugary shit. That's called a cranberry blend. It's 100% cranberry blend. And can't be 100% cranberry if there's the word blend in it. So you want that bitter stuff to help detoxify the kidneys, and sweat. Sweat is a great way to release some of the toxins that have been stored and held in the muscles, because those muscles could be holding on to heavy metals. Those muscles can be holding on when they release different acids, and they release different chemicals. So we have to always remember that anytime we're doing any work, we're working on all the areas, not just the physical. Even though we may be working in the physical, it's going to influence the emotional, it's going to influence the mental, and it's going to influence the spiritual. So the more body work that you do, especially if you've been ignoring your body for an extended period of time, which I was, I thought the path to spiritual enlightenment was through meditation and sitting down and doing nothing. It's not. It's through the body. If your body is in bad shape, you're not going to reach enlightenment. I can tell you that. I know that from my own personal experience. So learning that I had to get into the body as much as possible to release what was being all the muscles were holding dear all the trauma deep inside of it, and which is why I want to talk a little bit about working out and going to the gym and all of this, because my theory is going to differ from all the sports people out there, most definitely, because I'm coming from a background of let's heal the trauma. That's the primary goal, and I'm identifying that the trauma is in the body and doing the body work. And so coming from that perspective, I understand that I don't want to build up the muscle. The opposite, in fact, I want to stretch out the muscle and get into the muscle. So I don't do strength training or anything that's going to try to build muscle at this stage of the game. I will reach other phases down the line, no doubt. But if I'm building muscle on top of the trapped trauma, then it's going to be harder for me to get into it. And I've been identifying that from the beginning, because when my body was fatter and bigger, it was difficult to get in as far as I needed to get into some of these trigger points to release them. So losing the weight, losing the inflammation, and having smaller muscles to get into has proved most beneficial in being able to get to the areas that you can't get to. And so now that I'm skinny, and now that I don't have a lot of fat, and my muscle mass has decreased dramatically. I used to have much bigger muscles, and my muscle mass has gone down, but that benefits me because I can get now deeper in with deep tissue massage through the softball or the trigger balls that I have, or my new tool that's like a little pointed thing, or massage. Because you want to get deep into the tissue, and it's not enjoyable while you're doing it, but afterwards, the increased mobility and flexibility and decreased pain has been profound. Because, as I said, I used to not be able to walk up a flight of stairs, and now I'm doing yoga. Now I'm not bendy like a Chinese person that can wrap their leg around their head or anything like that, but give me time. Maybe I'll join the Chinese circus yet, who knows. Totally joking. Those contortionists, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not a contortionist, but I'm able to touch my toes. I'm able to bend down without going, I'm engaging the core muscles and retraining the muscles that need to be working, and relaxing and soothing the muscles that need to stop working. Because the problem is, and this is where I believe a lot of the fibromyalgia comes from, is our muscles are engaged too much. So that's why we don't want to work them even more. We want to relax them and soothe them through gentle walking, and through trigger point massage, and through maybe even the Shakti mat or things like that. The objective is to relax the muscles, because if you've been in a state of stress for an extended period of time, and you've been pumping cortisol through your body, the cortisol is absorbed into all your muscle mass, which is holding on for dear life, saying, it's okay, you got this, So all your muscles are in such a state of clench that you don't actually even know what relax is. Like your muscles haven't experienced relax, I don't know, since you were maybe 3, 2. You know, you've been, you know, even if you were a baby and you were left crying, all your muscles are like, so they say that trauma is stored in your hips, and I don't really necessarily agree with that, in the sense that from my body, my experience, yeah, there's definitely trauma stored in the hips, but the glutes, oh my gosh, the piriformis muscles, the psoas muscles, the IT band, the thighs, the just anywhere, your back, it all depends on what the trauma was that you had, and how it's playing out. You know, a lot of people clench in their shoulders and hold everything tight in their chest. My jaw was like clenched like there's no tomorrow, which is in part a contributing factor to this tooth situation that still is needs to be resolved completely. So I'm kind of bouncing around the place because I wanted to hop on and talk about body work and talk about pain work with it. I touched yesterday again on how we need to, in our especially North American society, where everything is so comfortable all the time. You know, we go from our nice warm house to our preheated car, and then you know, our nice and cozy warm in our nice lounge wear. Like, this is the softest thing on the planet. I swear to God. Oh my God, it's like being inside a teddy bear. We like our comforts. We like comfortability, and when we're not comfortable, we seek to create comfort as fast as we can. We get home from work, we rip the bra off. Well, I stopped wearing those things because they're ridiculous, but we just get comfortable as much as we possibly can. And if we feel any ache or pain, we take a pill so that we don't have to feel the pain. And what I'm learning more and more and more is the path to enlightenment is through the pain, and not just emotional pain, but the physical pain. It is to really feel the physical pain and identify it, instead of numbing it out with a Tylenol or something like that. Go into the pain. If the pain is muscular, you know, if the pain is bones or something like that, then you're going to have a different approach. Alignment being your number one approach in dealing with bones, as well as giving your bones some nice collagen therapy. But the muscles, the muscles are speaking to us, especially on your awakening, because, oh my God, the pain, the aches and pains, as Kundalini is pushing out and bringing to surface all of the stuff that has held trapped, you will experience pain. And instead of trying to avoid the pain or soothe the pain or comfort the pain, go into the pain. Go into it. Deep tissue it. Compress it. Use suction cups. Use a Shakti mat. Experience the pain. And while you're experiencing, you know, because I had that in some places, like when I was working on my thigh and lying on it, it's like I just let the tears come, because it's releasing something, and good riddance. Get out. The benefit of all of this is incredible. One, I'm a completely different person, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm just a completely different human. Physically, my body is unrecognizable to myself. At no point in my life have I been this lean. Like, the shape of my legs has completely changed. I love my legs. One thing that I do while I'm doing my yin is, if I'm in a certain position where I can stroke myself and love on myself, I'm like, oh yeah, That's a great leg, because I hated my body my whole life. So to start being able to touch yourself and say, you know, oh yeah, that feels good. So when I'm doing certain positions, I always add a little bit of self-love into the mix and just be like, oh yes. So I'll be feeling the sensation as well as, you know, countering some of that sensation that you experience with a little bit of self-love. Because that's the ultimate mission. So my physical body has completely changed. Like completely. It's still not, I would say, I don't know, I'm 95% there. There's not much more to me that can store there, like where it's there's still some in that lower back and that root chakra, in between the root chakra and sacral. But as I work it more, I'm more in my body. So on the emotional then level, I'm feeling safer. I'm feeling more secure. I'm feeling more grounded. Mentally, I am feeling more capable, more, you know, it's still, the mental realm is another whole one that needs a whole bunch of work. Unfortunately, I can't like trigger deep tissue massage my mind. That would be awesome. So yes, I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about the body and going into the pain in the body, and that practice of going into the pain, of being uncomfortable, of being in the suffering, in the dis-ease, is, you have to go in to get out. It's like the Chinese finger thing. You need to push in to release and sit in it harder. So yeah, the next time that you find yourself having an ache or pain, my recommendation is to really go into it, to massage it instead of running away from it. I also recommend stretching it as much as you possibly can, and report back to me. I'd love to hear how you guys get on with this approach as opposed to some of the approaches that may have been recommended to you. You know, maybe it was recommended that you go out and you do lots of cardio. I'm not telling you to do lots of cardio. The cardio that I recommend is aligned walking. Is as cardio as one needs, because then you're getting triple healing therapy. You're getting sunshine, you're getting fresh air, and you're getting your body moving in perfect alignment. Trigger point therapy, yin yoga, sauna, to detoxify, to sweat it out, to purge. This is our purification, and purification needs to be a purified body, a purified emotions, a purified mind, and brings us into, our soul is already purified. Our soul is nudging us to do all this work. And then I had a super cold shower. Reset the nervous system. Feel discomfort. Embrace discomfort. Embrace suffering. What are you doing to embrace some suffering? Leave me a comment below and let me know some of your pain work that you do. You know, body work, emotion work, breath work, pain work. What's your pain work? Are you doing something that I'm not doing? I want to try it. 3 o'clock in the morning. If you have a tool that I haven't used, I want to know about it. Yes, that's my challenge. So I'm going to go back to my book. I'm almost finished. The book is Difficult Endings. No, Necessary Endings. Necessary endings can be difficult endings. Necessary endings. I'm in chapter 8 now. I'm finding it very useful at the moment. And if anybody is wanting to book a one-on-one with me to discuss some of their body issues that they're facing, some of their addictions, some of their whatever emotional stuff, coping mechanisms that you're trying to adapt and get rid of and take on new ones, reach out. The way to do that is by emailing me at justbebeing@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook Messenger at Be Freedom. Join the Spiritual Warrior support group if you need some help. Thank you, and thank you for all the likes, shares, the supers. Oh God, every time I get a super, I get like super excited. Seriously, it's super. Sending you all my love. I feel like maybe I'm coming out of this last 6 days of Dark Night of the Soul. That'd be cool. Maybe get some laughter and some fun back into my life again. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's this healing journey. That's the healing journey. I dig it. No, I don't really. I dig the results. But you need to experience the yuck. Go into the muck. Unfuck it. Ugh. Peace out, dudes.